Hello my friends, we're at the back of the car today. Today, we're gonna be doing some measurements. All right guys, today on Track Midwest Facebook group, I was talking about rear aero, talking about doing a big wang on this thing. We're just talking about it, we're not gonna do it yet. My question on Track Midwest was talking about the rear bumper holes on the Mk1, if it was possible to do a spoiler mount from there and then do a wing in the back. I thought that trunk mounted setups really don't work that well because the trunk can flex. AJ Hartman actually corrected me about trunk mounted setups. If they're done properly, he said that they actually work fine. So that's an option that I'm gonna look into. I was liking the option of going directly into the rear bumper hole just because if I don't like it, I can take it off and then I don't have to actually drill into this trunk. Not that it's the nicest trunk in the world, but these Jetta trunks are hard to find and I don't want to go drilling into it, and if I don't like it, I have to plug it up. So Johnny from 9 Lives Racing was telling me about a universal kit they sell. I believe he said it was 40 inches from point to point. Which is kind of big. If I go to the bottom here, from inside to inside, it's actually 39 inches or so as well. It would be the same length for the uprights, give or take an inch, if I was to go from the bumper mounts versus doing the trunk mount. Again, I was advised to stay away from it because if you're doing uprights from there, you're adding weight. It's unnecessary. So what I want to figure out is how tall is it from my trunk to the top of my roof line. The only real way I'm thinking about doing this is grabbing a piece of cardboard, setting up a tripod, leveling it out to see how level it is, and then measure from there, and then I can see what products on the market I can go with if I decide to go with a trunk mounted setup. Let's set that up right now, guys. So what I have here is actually a light stand I use for photography. The neat feature about this, I can actually swing this arm up and then I actually can have it be horizontal with the ground, or I can put on an angle. And then what I'll do is I'll use my key light there and I'll shine that light for the subject if I'm doing like a portrait. So go sideways like this. And what I'm thinking is, swing this around here like this. Now, I don't have a level, but it's 2021. I have a level on my phone. It's close enough, I'm sure. First, I'm gonna raise this to kind of get it close with my roof line. So now that I have the arm kind of level with the roof line, I'm gonna have to lower this side until it's level, and then I'll have my measurement from my trunk to where the top of the spoiler would be, and then I can kind of go on the market and look for wings that are gonna be able to be the most efficient for the car. What I've been reading was that you kind of want a wing to sit right at the base of your roof line, kind of coming, when the wind comes over, that's where the cleanest air is, and that's what's gonna give you the best downforce. I mean, that's just what I've read and learned, but that's the idea of it, I'm thinking. So what we're gonna do is grab our level on my phone, 3 degrees off on this side. If I go down here, also 3 degrees off. So now, what I do is lower this side. So now I lowered this side a little bit more. I only changed it by 0.2 there of a degree, so we gotta keep going lower. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but this is what makes sense to me. If this line is straight, I'll be able to get the measurement that I need. 0.8, gonna keep adjusting. Perfect, 0.0. I mean, that's pretty close for me. For what I'm trying to do right here, that's pretty close. It's close enough, it's gonna work. All right, now that I have this level with the roof, take a measurement from the trunk to the, I'm gonna do the bottom side of the pole because the bottom side is where the bottom of the roof line is. So hold it here, come straight down-ish. About 17 and a half. Let's try that again from the bottom side coming up. From the bottom of the, so now it depends where I go. So I come to the very back, I'm at 18 or so. I mean, I don't know if I'm squaring the bottom here. I'm at 18 on this side. If I come up a little bit, I'm at 16. So I mean, 18 inches is where the top of my wing needs to be, roughly. That's just what I read online. So, all right, so Johnny from 9 Lives Racing mentioned, for my car, if I wanted to do a rear wing, start with something conservative, 55 inches, and focus more on a front splitter setup. I measure 55 inches across here. If I mount it in the middle perfectly, I'm looking at about 1.5 inches. It's gonna hang off about 1.5 inches on each side. So that really is a big wing. And I was thinking 55 inches is gonna be pretty small, but actually looking in it right next to the car, if I do go with the rear wing setup, this is gonna be a big wing. All right guys, thanks for watching how to measure your car for a rear wing setup. Now that I have my measurements, I'm gonna go online, look at a few different companies and see what uprights they have available. I need to find something that's gonna match what my measurement was at the back at roughly about 18 or so inches. That's where I want the max. A little bit under, I think, is gonna be a little bit more beneficial. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.